Okay, welcome to trade recap video for today, which is the 7th of January. So yesterday we recorded a video after a long time, and compared to today, yesterday was a very exciting day. Today was somewhat dull, not much happened, and the only trade we placed was with this pair, which is the pound USD. Now, before I look into this trade in detail, I just wanted to show you the pound CAD as well. I mean the Euro CAD, beg your pardon. So the Euro CAD was an interesting one, but it wasn't placed. The trade, I kind of missed it. So it would have been triggered based on this manipulation candle right at the beginning of the London session. And as you know, mostly I trade during the London session. On the odd occasion, I would, if I get the chance, trade during the New York session as well. But normally it's just the London session and the pre-New York session, these two dark hours, if you like, the black vertical zones, and yeah, but primarily within the green area, which is the London session. Okay, so this would have been triggered at the 0.5 level had I been there on the chart at that particular time to watch it unfold. And so it's just something to keep in mind that this is, according to our trade setup, a perfect one, an A plus, you could say, and it would have yielded a 5 RR. Okay, now going to the pound CAD, although this one also had at the very same hour a manipulation candle, much like the Euro CAD pair, which we have just shown you, it wouldn't have triggered because it didn't come up to the bare minimum of 0.618 retracement level. Okay, so this would have been null and void. And so now going back to pound USD, which is the only trade we placed for the day, and it was a successful one as well. Okay, so this was also in the London session. So let me just zoom into the 1 minute time frame, and then you can see it for yourself how it materialized. So it was a CRT based trade, and so it looks a little bit complicated here, but in essence it was just the usual setup for CRT. So this is a limit, CRT 1 hour limit. So it went down and then broke through the what's the word? So yeah, here is the CISD formation, and so price around about the middle of the first hour of London session broke out of the CISD and then went all the way up there, and so this is where we would draw out our fib level from, so making it a little bit more accurate. So there you are, and then 0 is of course here, and usually what happens is we look for a retracement going all the way down to 0.38. In this case, a little bit down, further down, because we're looking ideally for the mid-level of the CISD to be traced back to, and then trading off that particular level. However, just to be a little bit more conservative, we thought, okay, let's, trade from this level. And that's what we did. And then price did go up, but then it came back down and hit us at the stop loss level, which was around about here at the 0.11 level. And then we waited for another CISD formation and another retracement, which is what happened here. And then we took a trade off this level, and the stop loss this time was a little bit further down beyond the 0 level. And as always, the target was at the 50% level. and this is where it hit the level and gave us the profit. In fact, it did hit there, but for some reason, I believe my take profit level was a little bit higher because I was hoping for that 1.9 level. Then I thought, okay, let me just get out here just in case if it doesn't reach that 1.9 level. And thankfully it didn't, so it just attained the basic take profit level, which is 50% of the 1 hour CRT level. So that's it for today. One trade, and it was a profitable one, and the yield was 6.46. Actually, I beg your pardon, there was a loss. So 2 trades on the same pair, and the first one was a loss, but the second one was a profit. So 6.46 minus 1, overall 5.46 RR, which is, if you ask me, a fantastic one. Hope you enjoyed this trade recap. Looking forward to the very next one. Until then, take care.